Hey YouTube, this is Banks here. Here today with something pretty exciting. It is my first ever PSA returns. A little bit about me. I've been into Pokemon since 1999. Excuse my voice right now. I've got a little bit of a cold, so I apologize. So I grew up with Pokemon. I still have a lot of my original cards, and I took care of all my cards as a kid. And so I've used a third-party grading service, Ludkin's Collectibles. And I just got my returns back today, and I want to break into this box here and see what kind of grades we got on the cards. See you guys back in just a second. Alright, so I have ripped off the sensitive information, my shipping info. I'm going to go ahead and get to this box here. This might be a little difficult because, one, I have a dual knife and I'm doing it one-handed. And I do not know what these grades are. What Ludkin's does is give you an estimated guess on what they think the cards will end up grading to prior to you grading them, so you can either choose to continue grading or pull any cards that you weren't really happy with their guesstimate, really. I did pull one card just because I wasn't too thrilled with what it would end up grading like, and with all that, let's see the first card. Okay, so the card I pulled was a first edition Machamp, but it was a gray stamp. I'll get my name off there and show you that at the end. Again, I have not seen these grades. Oh, by the way, there are 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here. Kind of special to me as well. I'll kind of explain that when we get to it. Got my backdrop there falling down. Okay, don't look at that. I'm going to set the camera down. And I just saw the first grade on the card. I'm kind of disappointed in, but oh well. We'll put these face down. Okay, so first couple, I'm assuming these are going to be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, the back one here is. So we will turn it around, cover the grade. This is Exodia from the DDS, the Dark Duel Stories. It was a Game Boy game that included 3 cards. These are my original ones from my childhood. They're not in the best shape. I didn't expect these to get very good grades, so let's see what we got. 4. Oh well. Set that back there. Let's see what number 2 gets. This is the Dark Magician from the same set. DDS. Take a look at it here. I'm expecting these to all be pretty horrible grades, but we'll see what we get here. 5, that's a little better. Happy with that. And then, if you know anything about these, you'll know what this one is. This is the Blue Eyes. Probably the most sought after of the 3 cards, price-wise especially. You can see they're pretty rough shape if you look at those corners and the top there. Look at the back. Got some pretty significant nicks on the edges. Let's check the grade. 3. Oh, that's very disappointing. But oh well, we got all 3. Probably keep those just for personal. I might end up resubmitting them just to have them authenticated. What that means is they'll just, instead of giving it a grade, they'll just say all the info about the card and then say authentic. Okay, so the rest of the cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I have 7 more cards. The rest of these are all Pokemon. Let's see what we got. Okay, Sabrina's Gengar from Gym Heroes, Pokemon Gym Heroes, Holo First Edition. This was a pretty good card. I expected it to do pretty well. There's not a whole lot wrong with it. 8 or 9, I'm thinking for sure. Mint 9. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's check the next card. Alright, this is the Shining Gyarados. It's an unlimited from Neo Revelation. It is the first round of secret rares that Wizards of the Coast ever did, really. That is cards that have like a 65 out of 64, so it's technically out of the set list, giving it that secret rare rarity. This is just the unlimited. I love these Shining cards. I've collected them from both the Neo Revelation and Neo Destiny set. Let's check the grade. Mint 9. Okay, that's very nice. I don't think Ludkin's gave it that as an estimation, so that's really exciting there. Let's check the next card here. Okay. This is my Black Star Promo Birthday Pikachu. This one doesn't really need an explanation. You can write your birthday on there, or your birthday and your name, to say it's your Pikachu. Of course, I did not do that. This was a pretty good condition card. When I bought it, I never took it out of what it was sent in. And the edges look pretty darn good. There's like a small nick up here on the corner. So I'm going to guess a 9. Alright, that's awesome. I'm really happy with a 9 in this card. Okay, check the next one. I'm looking at the back. It does not look good. Okay, this is... I knew this wasn't going to get a good grade, but that's fine because it is a base set first edition card. You know, any one of these that you get, you should probably just grade because you're not getting any new nowadays. So I'm hoping at least a 5 or a 6 maybe. You can kind of look. The condition is not the greatest. There's quite a bit of scratches on the hollow. The back has quite a lot of whitening around the edges. Let's see the grade. A 5. That's just fine for a base set first edition hollow. I'm not gonna cry about that. Right, next card. Okay, this is my Shadowless Venusaur. This is the print run that was in between first edition and unlimited. So technically this is an unlimited card, but you'll notice that it does not have the shadow along the right side of the portrait. These cards are still sought after because they're not as common as unlimited. This one's pretty off center. It's got a lot more yellow along the bottom than along the top. That's what off center typically means. I thought this was a pretty good candidate for a 10. The only thing that would maybe set it off is the off center, but we will see what we get. Oh, it's an 8. That's pretty disappointing, but still shadowless, still a sought after card. I'm happy with it. I kind of see a print line in there. That might be why that is right there. There might be 2. Oh well, great card. Happy to have it. 2 cards left. Okay, this is the Dark Charizard Unlimited from Team Rocket set. It's just Charizard, guys. I love Charizard. Everyone loves Charizard. It looked like a pretty good card, so I'm hoping we got a pretty good grade. Small nicks on the corners there. Maybe not too much whitening. Let's check the grade. Mint 9. I am not unhappy with that. Don't think we're gonna get any 10s today because obviously I know I'm not gonna get any 10s. I saw the front card and pretty unhappy with it just because of what it is. I scored this off an eBay deal from a dad that was selling his son's Charizard. I don't think not that he didn't know what it was, but I got it for well under what I probably should have paid for it. I thought this was a very good condition card. There's very little silvering on the bottom. You can still see it. Hardly any marks. Maybe there are marks on the hollow there, but not enough to warrant the grade that it got. The back, again, I didn't see too much wrong with this. I see there's a slight mark here and a couple of nicks on the top, which I don't know. But oh well, I know what it got. It got a 5. Pretty disappointing for an unlimited. These are pretty common because everyone saved Charizard, you know. I have a couple more I can submit, see if they get a better grade, but you know, it's cool to still have one graded, so I'm not going to be too upset. All in all, not too bad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry. Dropped you guys there. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards could have been a better grade, but you know, that's what you get when you have something that you kept from your childhood. The other cards, a few 9s, 1, 2, 3, 4 9s, an 8, and 2 5s, which are perfectly fine for a first time submission. I have other cards that I do plan on submitting through Ludkin's in the future. Charlie Hurlocker was the correspondent for the U.S. Residents who submit cards through them to PSA. Charlie was awesome. He sent updates every week, bi-weekly, sometimes weekly, for what the status on was through PSA, what was going on. So I'll definitely be using them again in the future. Future of this channel, I'd like to start posting collector's items, not necessarily only Pokemon. I have a love for Pokemon memorabilia and trading cards, new and vintage. You can see this is some of the newer stuff. I love collecting. I like getting stuff sealed. And I'll have videos kind of over showing cool things like this here in the future. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and give me a subscribe. Show me you liked the video and inspire me to make more videos for you guys. In the meantime, I will post some info about Ludkin's Collectibles in the description below. And